Law Beats. Law Beats.
I know y'all like, damn, 5-minute countdown. You already started 5 minutes late. I know y'all, but you know, I be needing that time, man. It's been a while, man. I haven't podcasted in about 3 weeks. I haven't done it in about 3 weeks. If this is your first time here, make sure you show some love in the comment section. Let me know where you're watching from. If you're watching from the Twitch, let me turn me down a little bit. I'm a little loud. Let me know where you're watching from, man. If you're watching from the Twitch, if you're watching from the YouTube channel, if you're watching in the Players Pit Facebook group. Man, it feels so good to be back, man. I've been out of here for 3 weeks, man. No, I was not in Facebook jail, guys. No, I was not in Facebook jail, guys. Not this time. Not this time. Y'all know I'm coming off that 30 piece, man. You know, Zuckerberg gave me that 30 piece. Shout outs to my man Ford, man. I don't want to butcher your first name. So I'm just gonna say, or young lady. I don't want to butcher your first name. So I'm just gonna say shout outs to Ford. Yeah. But I haven't been here in 3 weeks, y'all. Damn near like I forgot how to pod, y'all. I had to change up my scenery today, man. They doing some demolition in the back. Thankfully, they decided to chill out for this hour of the pod. I appreciate that. They better as much money as they getting paid, but we off that. Dope ass guests today, man. 2 guests actually, man. But you know, y'all already familiar with my man Fabian Chapman, man. I'm assistant coach for South Suburban Community College, man. I told him he can come back, you know, after, you know, they finished the job, and they did that shit. You know what I mean? They did that shit, you know what I mean? So I definitely want to make sure, you know what I mean, that I'm a man of my word. But besides that, I got a young guy, man, a young bull up here, man. I did my research on the young bull, man. He one of them. Like, he one of them, man. And I'm honored to have him on the show. I'm gonna bring him up in about 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes. I just wanted to make sure that I let everybody in the pit know where I've been, yeah, man. I've been gone, man. I've been gone 3 weeks, like I said, man. Podcast business is booming. Y'all already know I'm going out to Maine. I'm coaching a podcasting camp in Maine for 7 weeks, from June to August. I got like 10 podcast clients now, 3 of which are not even in the country. You know, shout outs to Spain, shout outs to Japan. 2 clients in Spain, 1 in Japan. Working with clients in LA. Just picked up another podcast yesterday in Philly. It's listen, man. Like I don't have the time I once had, man. And that's just all it is, man. I know I said I was gonna make sure I gave y'all consistent content. So I'm trying to start back up getting consistent, man. I promise y'all won't have to wait 2, 3 weeks for another show again. As long as Mark Zuckerberg don't keep putting me in Facebook jail, man, we gonna be good. I promise you. We gonna be good. Shout outs to you right there, man. Shout outs to you right here, man. She said, Jatan like baton with a J. I'm a female. Don't worry, I won't butcher your name again. I promise you. Word is bond. Word is bond. How I sound, y'all, in the comments, man? I got a lot of joint coming in through my headphones. It could just be me, guys. I want to make sure I sound good. I want to make sure I sound solid for the playback, man. For the playback, because y'all already know these are coming up. These are coming up. Thank you. Y'all already know these come up on Spotify, man. In case you don't know, thank you, Amo. I see you in the building. In case you don't know, make sure you follow the Players Pit podcast on Spotify, man. The Players Pit show on Spotify. No, I'm not on Apple. I stay strictly dedicated to Spotify, man. So make sure y'all check that out on Spotify. Also, make sure you follow the Players Pitch Show on the YouTube. Y'all already know how I give it up. Only been really around for like 3 months, 4 months even, but we already got over 10 shows and over 100 videos on top of the Facebook. I'm sorry, not on the Facebook, but on the YouTube. Speaking of the Facebook, make sure y'all also join the Players Pit with the Sun Facebook group. Almost 700 members, man. Live, they be in there going at it, bro. At this point, the group run itself. I'm rarely in that joint no more, but you know that's what we in it for. This is what we're in it for. With that being said, like I said, I got a marvelous guest on tap, man. I'm not even gonna waste that much more time. I want to get right into it because I got a lot of bags I want to get into with this young man real quick. He also know I talked to him. He gonna give me one of these commercials I'm about to give y'all. He about to give me one of these one-on-one documentaries too. He don't know it yet, but he is though. You feel what I'm saying? So with that being said, y'all stay tuned. You know what? I think my commercial is about a minute. You know what I mean? If that, you know what I mean? Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to the YouTube because all this dope ass content comes out on there. You know what I'm saying? We'll be right back.
He's hard to bring down. There's a throw into the end zone, maybe intercepted down there by Lewis. And so just like that, a promising drive, but throws to an area instead of doesn't give his.
Sidney Lewis, Chicago Blitz head coach. Vassar West High School, football track. The high school, I went out to junior college. So I ended up taking offer at the University of Wyoming to play football. As soon as I stepped on campus, whole coaching staff that recruited me left and went to the University of Houston. So I had to transfer to a lower level. So I transferred to Division II, which ended up being the greatest thing collegiate-wise for me. So I ended up transferring to a Division II called Grand Valley State, played football there, ran track there, won the national championship there. Went 14-0. Head coach of LSU was my head coach, Brian Kelly. So coaching the Blitz now. They actually brought in another coaching staff. You know, I was asked that I wanted to coach then, and I turned the position down. They kept pressing, you know, which wasn't a bad thing. They kept pressing, and I thought about it, had some conversations with some folks, and I decided to take the position. The dedication of some of our women is truly amazing.
Yeah, man. Shout outs to the one-on-one series that I do on aspiring athletes, coaches, anybody inside of the realm of sports that's out here doing dope things, man, on the one-on-one series. Basically, what I like to do with that, I want to use that as like a reference point for all my young athletes out there or anybody looking for inspiration in the sports field, you know what I'm saying? To let you know that people that look just like you, they out here making it happen. You know what I'm saying? They out here making it happen. We all go through trials. We all go through trials, triumphs. We all have, you know what I mean, our hiccups in life, man. But, you know, at the end of the day, you got to get it done. And the guest that I got that's about to come up, soon as he backstage, I don't know what he's doing right now. He probably working on this stream real quick. But while I'm waiting on him, let me bring my other man up, man. Fabian, man. How you feel, man?
What's going on, bro? How you feeling?
Wait. Hold on. Because it ain't about you yet. Hold on. Let my man come through, man. Like I know he working to make sure his his service is on point, man. So I'm gonna wait on him.
Right.
I'm gonna wait on him, make sure he get it together. But before I bring him up and he get it together, we get in our bag, man. I said don't come back until you make it happen, and you made it happen, man. What's going on, man? Congratulations, B. I want to get your flowers live, man. I want to get your flowers live, man.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, most definitely, man. So
let's put the work in. Got it done.
How does it feel, man? Like how does it feel?
Man, it's just getting real, man. It's just really getting real. Just sitting in that, the season's over. We did what we set out to do, and I mean, it feels good. Part of history. It's kind of a whirlwind, but it feels good for sure.
It looked like Polo. Polo, you ready, man? If you ready, I see you in the backstage. You ready? Give me a thumbs up. I don't think you're ready just yet. I don't think you're ready. Yeah, I don't think I'm looking backstage like it looked like he's still kind of freezing a little bit.
He might be getting it together, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him time. He got time, man. He got time. That's what it's for, man. That's what it's for, though, man. He gonna get his flowers for sure. I'm gonna make sure that he'll let me know when he's ready. So tell me about the grind, man. Like I already knew about the regular season grind. I think when I had you on the show, you guys were already like could have been like 27 or 28-0 or something like that.
Yeah, maybe something like that. I think you caught us right at the end of the regular season. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I think we were 28-0 going into the regional tournament. So you got to win regionals to get to nationals. It was funny because right when we won our last game of the season, it was like, oh man, now we can't lose, right? You know what I mean? And it became real one of those things. So the pressure kind of got kicked in at that point. But we knew that the goal was to win nationals. The goal wasn't necessarily to go undefeated, but the goal was to win nationals. So once we were undefeated in a position to go to regionals and nationals, at that point, it was like, all right, well, like I said, now we can't lose. So it was a grind, man. I mean, our closest game of the season came in the regional championship to Wabansie Valley. We won by 1 point. They had a chance to win it. Last second shot, they didn't. The kid, Damarco Minor, Polo.
Do we got him now?
I can hear me.
Yeah, we can hear you, man. You good?
Yeah, I'm good, man.
I wanted to make sure we could get you before I brought you on. My fault for cutting you off, Fabian.
No, you're good.
I wanted to make sure we could get you, man. I saw you try to figure it out in the back, so I ain't want to bring you on. You know what I mean? But as long as you good, you can hear me, then we good to go.
Yeah, we good.
My boy Polo in the trenches, man. You know you got to make it happen.
Okay, yo. Okay, let me get my yeah. Y'all let me know. I know. Y'all let me know. I want to make sure because I just seen my man Amo said they couldn't see me. You know what I mean? I think you should be able to see all three of us now at this point. Before I because Fabian's gonna step out for a little bit, so me and Polo can get our conversation on. We can't see Polo. Okay, hold on. You know what? This is what we gonna do. That's why I love live shows. We should be good at this point, though, to be honest. It looked like everybody can see everybody. Everybody said they can't see Polo. I wonder if he's freezing because he looked good on my end.
He looked good on my end too.
Yeah, he looked good on my end. I see him and everything. Not sure what's going on here.
What they seeing?
Yeah, and he's on the screen. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not sure how you can't see him because he on the screen. Because he definitely on the screen. Oh, yeah. Everybody's saying they can't see him. That is weird, bro. That is weird. Hold on, give me a sec. Hey, Fabian, I'm about to remove you for a second. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Can y'all see Polo now? Everybody should be good. I want to make sure y'all see my mans. Hey, so Fabian, it's you. Hey, Fabian, man, you got to take a back seat this with you. Fabian, stay in the backstage, though. I'm going to bring you on, man. I'm going to bring you on. I'm going to bring you on. First off, man, much love, man. Much love to you, man. Let me give your flowers, man. Definitely want to give your flowers.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
You deserve them, bro. I went back and all the information that Fabian gave me. And then I also, just did my research personally. It's only right that I do my research before I bring you up. You know what I mean?
Sure.
And I see you was out here really, really just doing your thing. Not this year, but previously as well. And then when I talked to you on the phone today for the first time, I want everybody to know that's listening in. Everything that you see right here is organic. This is my first time ever talking to this young man outside of when I had a phone conversation with him. Almost 2-3 hours ago, right? So all the conversation that you're about to hear is 100% organic. It's everything that he has coming up. You got a lot of support in the chat, man. Shout outs to y'all in the chat, man. Shout outs to y'all in the chat.
Hello.
Yeah. So
appreciate y'all.
Yeah. Polo. I want to talk I want to get into like how we even got here, right? I like to always have my guests give backstories on, who they are, where they come from. How they even reached the point in which that they got there. So tell me a little bit about yourself first and foremost, man. Like where you from, how you got into basketball, stuff like that.
I'm pretty much from the suburbs, so I mainly grew up that. But yeah, I mean, I was in a family full of basketball. Like my daddy brought me up on basketball when I was like 6. My little brother played basketball. It was like a basketball family, but couldn't nobody really take it to that next level, So I felt like I had to get that extra step and see like, all right, why they ain't making it, So I wanted to be different. So I had to figure out like go at different places. I want to shout out my OG though for putting me in the better situations, so I could have those opportunities to be around people with the right knowledge of basketball, so I can be successful. That affects your future too, like who you're around in society and environment you're around too. So I want to, shout out my OG for that too, for putting me in the right situation so I can get to where I want to be. But to right now, I mean, me and Coach P, he always knew me. I went to Coolidge in Phoenix and Harvey when I was in middle school, and Coach P always knew me from there. He heard a little buzz because I was okay at hooping then. Then I ended up going to HF. OG we moved out here to the burbs, and I ended up going to HF playing basketball. I mean, that's when it all hit for me because everybody when I went to high school was like everybody was good too. I was always used to being a good one on my team and stuff like that. So when they went to HF, it kind of got hard for me. It started discouraging me from basketball, and I decided to go play with my friends because at the point in time when I was at HF, it wasn't fun to me no more. I wanted to quit. But my mom was like, what would make it fun again? I was telling like playing with my friends that I grew up with, and I ended up transferring to Thornton. And then from Thornton, it went up from there. I mean, I started getting my confidence back in basketball. Junior and senior year, I started. We had some great seasons. My junior year, we had an okay season, but my senior year, it was like 33-1. We was number one in the state for a majority of the season, and then that COVID stuff hit. Then after that, COVID stuff hit. We was on the way to playoffs, so I ain't really had no exposure coming out of high school for real. Cause like that's when the coaches and stuff was gonna really see me perform, man. When I got to state and stuff like that, but I mean, after that, I mean, COVID, it really discouraged me though, for real. If we're gonna be honest, it discouraged me because I was comparing myself to people that was around me because I was always around high level guys and high maintenance guys that was going Division I and going to play at the next level at the high level, and I wasn't in the same shoes or situation as those guys. But I had to realize and look at myself in the mirror like, was I as good as them? You know, it's easy to be around someone, but are you putting in that same type of work ethic and living the day-to-day life that they do? Because it's not easy to be good. I mean, it's easy to be good at basketball, but it's not easy to become a pro. And that was the difference between me and them.
That's a
So
jump.
I had to understand like the work that they was doing. I mean, of course I could come to a game and score 20, but I didn't have the same work ethic. I wasn't getting up every morning and going to the gym and make sure I eat right and make sure I get my cardio in. I wasn't thinking like that. I was only thinking like I could just come to the gym and, just hoop when it's time to hoop. And that's when I realized like I'm where I am because of myself. So I had to look at myself in the mirror and change how my everyday life. So when I realized that was by the time I was at Milwaukee Tech. I still wasn't working out as hard. I was just playing around, and I mean I was still doing good, still doing good, but I wasn't really where I wanted to be, and I wasn't growing as a basketball player. So, and I know for like how I was growing up, I seen Coach Bugatti handle it great basketball players come through a system, like amazing basketball players come through a system, and he helped them go to the next level. So I ended up going with Coach P, and that's how it all came.
You know what I like about that, that synopsis of how we got here, was how you dealt with, those blows that came to you. As athletes, when athletes are used to being good, used to being, the big fish in a small pond, the first time they come across somebody else that's like that, or the first time they come across some resistance, or the first time they come across something that that they never seen before, they get disgruntled, like you said, and they quit, they give up, they just kind of walk away from the passion and the talent that they really have. And what I like about it is that you looked at it, and even though it might have rocked you a little bit, you said, "Nah, fuck that. Like I'm gonna get to where I need to be." I think you deserve a lot of flowers for that because it's easy for us to quit when things don't go our way.
For sure.
You know what I mean? Like, especially as an athlete, bro. Like, you're an athlete. You've been dogging people in the YMCA and the park district and the playground and, high school and whatever the case might be, no matter what high school you went to, maybe a smaller high school than a bigger high school or whatever. But, like I said, you're the big fish in a small pond. And, the first time you come across somebody else that's like you said it yourself, like, yo, at this point, everybody else is good. So what's the difference?
Yeah.
Like, what's the difference? What makes them, I'm not going to say better than me, but what makes them a little bit further ahead than I am right now? And you said it, which was a gym. You said, well, they attacked everything as a pro.
Yeah.
Eating right, getting up in the morning, going to the gym. You know what I mean? Being more than an athlete, being a student athlete.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Surrounding themselves with the right people. You understand what I'm saying? And a lot of times we as athletes, or we as anybody with potential, or anybody that has talent and things that they do, whether it's podcasting, whether it's basketball, whether it's football, whether it's whatever, we get surrounded by a lot of yes men.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I spoke to my homie Amo, man, who actually happens to be right here on the screen or whatever. But one of the things we talked about was surrounding ourselves with yes men. You surround yourself with yes men. They just want to be a part of the wave. Nobody is telling you what you shouldn't be doing. Everybody is telling you what you should be doing, but nobody is telling you what you shouldn't be doing.
And that's where they fall at. Everybody around me now to this day, like I got a small circle, and that's because I had to realize like certain people they just here just to just to be here just in case if you do make it or you
For the
do
wave.
out of it. But ain't nobody gonna be there to tell you like, no, you need to do this or do that. No, you need to wake up a little bit earlier and critique you because ain't nobody perfect. It don't matter how good you is, you still need criticism in your life. And I keep people around me like that to always push me. Like they never satisfied with nothing I do. Like nothing. Even today, I mean, I just worked out 2 times. My homie just called me and I told him like, bro, I'm tired. I just worked out 2 times. What that mean? The next person that you going to college with, he probably working out 3 times. So I got to keep somebody around me like that. You got to, or you're not gonna be successful.
Yeah, your dedication is real because you're doing the show in the gym.
Yeah, I just got done working out.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I definitely appreciate that, man. So I want to go back to what you were talking about. When you said you doing your thing, COVID hits, right? And because COVID hits, you're not getting the exposure that you felt like you should be getting, or that you felt like you could have been getting. I want to talk about that, right? Talk about how that lack of exposure either A, derailed you, or B, pushed you.
If we're gonna be honest, it derailed me for a long time. Like I wasn't. Yeah, basketball wasn't a priority to me at the time because I was too busy comparing myself to other people. I was always, why is he going this place and I scored 25 on him or 30 on him, and he's going high major, mid major, low major, and I'm not. I don't got no offers. But then I had to look at myself in the mirror like, you worried about somebody else instead of worried about yourself. If you score 25 on them, that's not enough. You need to score 30 or 35. Or maybe the way you scored 25 wasn't enough. So let's go back to the drawing board and see what you could do to make your performance better so they can pick you over him, And I started thinking, like, why am I even worried about the next man anyway? God got a plan for everybody. My route just might not be like theirs. My route just might not be right out of high school. Maybe God got to put me through. He got to go through the trenches, or he got to go through the tough times to get so he could be this great player. So he could be the best player he can be. He can't just go to the promised land and be successful. He got to go through struggle to be successful. And I understand that now. So right now, I don't anything that come my way, good or bad, I just stay even keel. Because like when you go through hard times and controversy, that's what build character. Not when everything going good. When everything going good, everybody around you. But when everything bad and nobody looking at you having bad games, that's what build character. Because character, when you build that character at that time, then when things going good, you're gonna be as strong as they be because you'd have been through the hard times. Now when it get easy, you like an alpha out there.
One thing I hear in that is maturity, bro. You know what I mean? Like super maturity. And with that maturity, obviously it comes with your experiences. It comes with just how you were raised, the people that you surround you with, the people that you surround yourself with, obviously. So with that being said, I want to talk to you about, because you was moving before you were moving around before you found your home at South Suburban. Yeah. So let's talk about why is that? Was it just lack of fit? Was it you just wasn't feeling it, or were you just really trying to figure out where you belong?
I mean, at that time, I was trying to figure out. I was still understanding me, like as a human being, like as a person. Like, I didn't really even know who I was at the time, so I don't think it was the fit, or like I wouldn't blame it on the coaches or nothing. I say it was me because I didn't really want. I didn't really know what I wanted for myself at the time, so I was just really just trying stuff to see like, is this for me? Is it not? Or like what's for me so I can be a better person. And I feel like me trying stuff and going along the way, going through the ups and downs, I finally found it and I felt it. Like I knew I feel like home now. Like it's home. Like I feel like all right, we can win something here. Or I feel like I can learn with this coach. It was just like the perfect system. So the systems I've been through. I mean, Thornton. Don't get me wrong. When I went to Thornton, that was like home too. That was a perfect system. But the way it ended, it was just it was crazy. That was definitely like a home too. So when I was going places, I was trying to figure out if I wanted to be just like Thornton or even better, because it's like I still haven't won anything, but we did have a great record. I'm all about winning, so it's like I wanted to win the championship somewhere or a national championship somewhere or something. But I thought we was gonna get at Thornton, but we didn't. So now it's like back to the drawing board. What coaches like Coach Ty? what atmosphere is like Thornton, and I was trying to compare that, but it wasn't fitting when I went to Milwaukee, and that was hard for me. But I ended up reaching out to Coach P reached out to me, and just told me like he got my back through it all, and I ended up reaching out back and told him like, Coach, it'd be cool if I come play for you next year. He's like, for sure. And I went to I before even that conversation, he's been telling me like come play with him, and he gonna surround great guys around me, and but I was used to hearing that, like a basketball player, you used to hearing coaches telling you all this, all that. Then when you get there, it's not that. But I went to an open run. The first open run I went to, it was just like amazing. Like it was just like I felt like throwing all over again. Like we finna go 33-1. I'm like, I was feeling it. He brought the great guys around me, like amazing guys around me. They're gonna be pros. Y'all gonna see them. They're gonna be pros later down the line. Watch. But them was amazing guys that he brought around me. And then him as a coach, he's definitely one of the best coaches I ever had. Like from last year to right now, he's part of my maturity for sure. He allowed me to turn all the tragedy in my life and devastation into motivation. So like he definitely was a strong mentor in all his success, and I gotta thank him for that, because without him, honestly, I wouldn't be as successful as I am right now. Like none of them accolades would have happened.
Positive coaching is everything, bro. Like I remember in a couple of episodes ago, and I might have been talking to it might have been an episode with Fabian. But some of my biggest mentors were my coaches. You know what I mean? Positive coaching is just everything. I think the best coaches find a way to reach you on a level that's deeper than the sport.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's deeper than the sport. Like somebody that you look at as as that role model, as that father figure, as that, as that mentor. I think that's crucial. And I'm very I'm happy that you received that. Because we have a lot of it's a lot of players that don't get that nurturing and that love from their coaches. Yeah, your support system is everything, especially as an athlete, because you're dealing with a lot as is. Like a lot of people think it's all you you need to do is just play or go to school and play basketball. Depending on who you talking to, me going to school and playing basketball is a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's a lot. Like if I'm the first person in my family that has a chance to go D1, or the first person in my family that has a chance to be this amazing athlete, the first person in my family that has a chance to graduate high school or to graduate college, like that's pressure.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like it's more than just, like it's more. And I think a lot of times we forget that student athletes are humans.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, like I got, like you said, nobody's perfect. Like I have my mishaps. I have my shortcomings. Sometimes I need to just, I need to just be a person. I need to not just be a student athlete. I need to be a human.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, you feel me? I want to get into, so let's get into Coach P, Coach Fabian, and then you now, like not now, but South Suburban. Talk to me about this season, man, because you put together, like when I looked at all your accolades for the season, I'm like, bro, like this is a GOAT level type of season. And when I mean like, like, you know what I mean? Like, I mean like, shit, like this your freshman year, South Suburban?
Yeah.
My first year, South Suburban. Bro, you run the table record wise. You win a chip. You get all these accolades: Player of the Year, All Region, first team. You know what I mean? It's like, bro, like, come on. So, and then I also was looking at y'all. See, I went to Kish. I see y'all. Y'all did us kind of bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Y'all did us kind of bad, but we off that. But I was looking at some of them scores. I'm like, God, like, dude, they got all D1 players on this team. Like, what are they doing over here in South Suburban? Them scores was on rookie mode.
Yeah.
I need you to tell me. And when I mean by tell me, I don't mean by like tell me like, tell me like how does it feel to blow teams out? I'm deeper than that. How do you, not just you as a player, but as a team, how do y'all wake up, get ready game after game, knowing that knowing that you're going to get a team's best shot and still put on those type of performances? And better yet, how do you find a way to motivate yourself to get up? Because a lot of times when you're doing teams dirty like that, you might, it's easy to have a down game, but it looked like y'all never had one.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say that. I would say like our motivation was like we all, everybody on the team had their own pass, and we never forgot about that pass. And you feel me? And Coach P always made sure he stayed on us as well. But I feel like for me, I would say like my pass is the definition and true. I would say true expression of who I am right now. Like my father got killed when I was a kid, like when I was a shorty. So like when he told me, like every time I used to go with him and stuff, he also used to tell me like, don't nobody care about you but you. So it's like all that trauma that when he left me, that was like my best friend. And as a shorty, he got took from me. So ever since then, I used to always attack life as anything could happen any day. So you need to attack this day at 100% because you never know. You might not make it to tomorrow, or whoever you having fun with, they might not make it to tomorrow. So when I wake up on game days, when I wake up to practice, it's like, and then with the COVID stuff too, that was like a part 2 in it, because like boom, no more basketball. You can't go to the gym. No, you can't. You can't hoop. No more basketball. Like no more games. No nothing. You feel me? So I was using that, my father, to when I wake up in the morning, I'm like, it could be all over. So it don't matter. We up 30, we up 40. It don't matter. Let's get up 80. Let's set our stone. Because if it get over, if it end tomorrow, we can say, all right, we gave it 100%. We gave it 120. We gave it 140. We gave everything we had, and I feel like that's why we were so successful. And I give it to Coach P too, because our film sessions was crazy. Like no matter if we could win by 200 points. Our film session like 2 hours. He's telling us how we need to be better and this is not good enough. And like if you guys want to play at the highest level, you're gonna have to fix this, because when you get there, you're not gonna be playing these same type of guys, or you're not gonna be able to, do the certain things that you do. And he always kept us on edge. Like no game, he never congratulated us on no game. No game, because he always kept us on our heels. And we, at the beginning of the season, we wondered like, why is he like this? But at the last end of the game, we realized that he always wanted to keep us humble. He always wanted to keep us humble, because people that get happy and arrogant, they don't do nothing, because it eventually catch up to him. Mm-hmm. And he held us by this quote though: hard work beat talent, talent don't work hard.
Talent don't work hard.
Talent don't work hard. I mean, we was talented for sure, but when we came in there, we was just all talented. We wasn't working hard, nothing like that. We was just talented. He made us understand like you got to work hard to be great, and I got to thank him for that too.
I love how you give flowers to everybody who had something to do with your individual success, man. From giving love to your family, from giving love to your coaches, from you giving love to your teammates who you also said are going to be pros at some time. That shows not just the maturity like we talked about earlier, but the humility that you have as well, man. A lot of players with that with your accolades, and that will get those type of accolades, don't have it. You know what I mean? Like don't have it. And as long as you keep that maturity, you keep that humility, bro, like skies is the limit for real for you, man. I want to talk about how the spirit of your father pushes you today. Somebody who has a father. I think that especially as a young man, like your father is of course your mom. I don't want to make it seem like I'm showing shades to any mothers.
Nah.
Especially my mom, because I know my mama watching. Like, so watch what you say, boy. Fathers, it's a certain level. It's a special bond that we have with our dads, right? Yeah. Especially being young men, right? I want to talk about how you were able to take that grief that you had with your father, and it now pushes you. And I'm pretty sure it pushes you every single day. I'm pretty sure it's not a day that you go by without giving thanks and, giving thoughts and prayers to your dad. Let's talk about some of the things that you learned from him at an early age?
I learned everything from, like, he was my hero. Like, I looked up to him for everything. Like, I tried to be like him by any way. Like, anything he ever did, I did. Like, anything. How he drive, I drive like that now. Like, how he talk, I talk like that now. How he walk, how he dress, like everything he did, I tried to be because he was my hero, you know. And like, I feel like when the devastation happened, like when he got killed, it was like, all right, maybe I didn't need him as much as I thought. Maybe him dying was a part of my success, you know, because God put you through, you know, times of controversy, and you know you're gonna go through things. You gotta go through stuff to get to where you want to be in life. So
Absolutely.
I had to understand, like, damn, that was like, because if he was here, maybe I would have got too satisfied of having a father, or taking it for granted, you know, and not listening to the things we said, because at times me and my dad
Absolutely.
definitely bumped heads a little bit because he pushed me, and I ain't never got pushed like that before. Like Moji, she just like, you know, she whatever I'm rocking, she rolling. Like, don't work out, everything work out. She, what you need is something, you know. So it's like he definitely pushed me, and it's like I know everything he wanted me to do, like everything, anything he wanted me to go to the gym every day. He wanted me to be successful. He wanted me to be humble, and I try to do that times 10, because I know, like, if he was here to this day, he'll hold me accountable for a lot of things that I do. Stay in school, get good grades, keep a relationship with my brothers, you know. Make sure my little sister doing what she got to do, checking up on them every now and then, just as if he would, because he kept the family together. He was a family man. So it's like I admire them in so many ways, but for him to be gone, it's like I don't take it as a downer no more. I take it as a motivation, as a, okay, now you know, like, in front of you, guarding you, and you're 6 feet under. So now show him that struggle you went through. Put that pain in his work. Let's see if you're gonna be more tougher than me. And that's what I feel like I bring to the game more than anybody. Like, I've been through a lot. I had to mature at a young age. I had to mature at 13. Like, who growing up without a daddy at 13 years old? Like, I don't got, bro. I'm just going to school. Just at that point, it's like seeing, like, who I want to follow. It's like, who I want to look up to. My brother, he was young too, so he didn't know better either. So it's like I ain't had no superheroes, and I wasn't into following celebrities and nothing like that. I wanted somebody that I could be around with. So I had to start finding my own ways, and finding out who I was real soon, very soon. And I mean, some people say that's the reason why I matured at an early age. But I mean, that probably is so. But I feel like the devastation of my pops passing, though, I feel like it was destined for me, though. Like, it had to happen for me to be successful. And that's crazy to say, but it's cool, though. Because I know in heaven he's smiling. And I promise you, the smile going to only get
Absolutely.
bigger. Only get bigger. Only get bigger. Because the sky's the limit right now. I promise you, I ain't stopping. I'm going to have to down the court. I'm not going to lie. We'll have to down it. I'm going to have to down it. But that's for sure, though.
Yeah, like, man, bro, like, that's first, man, listen. I think that we have a lot of adversity. We go through so many trials and triumphs in life, and we dwell on it, right? Like, we dwell on it all the time. Like, God, why me? Why me? Why this? Why that? Or whatever. And when we look at it, the bigger picture, or the ones that do look at the bigger picture, you have to swallow what happened, and then you have to say, well, this happened for a reason,
Yeah.
and
Everything
it's up
happens
to
for
me to find out that reason.
facts.
And bro, and that again, that goes back to your maturity. You know, like, that goes back, it really goes back to your maturity. Like, I'm not gonna lie, bro, I'm astounded by your maturity level. Like, I'm not really gonna lie. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying that I didn't assume that you were mature, but, like, listen to you speak, how you articulate, how you get your thoughts off, how you word things, and just your thought process, bro. Like, you ahead of the curve, bro. Like, you ahead of the curve, bro.
Yeah, I got
Like,
apology for that, though. She
yeah,
helped
bro, man.
me through that for sure. I ain't gonna lie.
If she's in the chat, she's doing an amazing job.
Man, she my
Like,
she part of my motivation too, man. She get up every day and work hard herself, but she the most hardworking person I know. Like, I try to be like her and try to accumulate her work ethic to my basketball work ethic, because I promise you, she work no matter on her off days, she doing something. She working, trying to be better. So I gotta thank her too, man. She my everything for sure.
man, that's all love. That is all love, man. So let's now we talked about this early on the phone. I told you I wasn't gonna press you. And I'm keep my word. I'm not gonna press you. So what's next, man? Like what are we doing? We going back to South Suburban? We gonna try to repeat, or we taking another leap? Like, what are we doing?
Nah, I don't. I ain't going. I'm not gonna go back to South Sub. I'm gonna try to go to the next level to a 4 year. So I'm gonna be playing Division I basketball next year. I just can't say where yet, but
Obviously.
definitely gonna be playing Division I basketball next year.
That's
Hopefully,
love,
y'all see
man.
me
That's
in March Madness.
That's love. Speaking of March Madness, man, like before, like how you feel about what we seen during the tourney, man, before we get into another bag real quick.
That was crazy. That was crazy. Like, a lot of basketball morals that you learn at a young age showed up at the big stage, and that is crazy. That's crazy. Like in the championship, Kansas and North Carolina. North Carolina was up like 15-20 at half.
Man,
And
it's crazy.
you know what kids do when they up at half, they think the game over. They like, now it's time to celebrate. Tough. They came out of the half.
Right, tough. For real.
Came out of the half. Thought it was over. It's a championship game. Ain't nothing over till it say 0-0-0 on the clock. And they came out the half thinking they won and end up losing the game. That's just how basketball go. You can't never get too high or too low. In anything in life, you can't get too high or too low because you never know what's going to happen.
Yeah, as an athlete going to D1, moving on to a D1 level. Of course, you can't say where yet. And hopefully this isn't getting too much into that bag. But growing up, did you ever have a dream school that you wanted to attend to play sports at?
Not for basketball.
Not
for football, I did though.
They said you was one of them in football too.
Yeah, I ain't gonna. I love football.
I talk about it, man. So what make? Let's get into that. So you love football. Do you feel like you were better in football than basketball?
At a time, yeah. At a time, I did, and nobody know that, and I never told nobody that. But I really did feel like I was getting better at football than basketball, and that was crazy. But it was like my dad wanted me to play basketball, and then he passed, so it was like it was hard to give it up. But at the time, I was thinking about it, like just playing football, because like I was really in that football bag, in that football mode, you know. And then I started talking to schools. I wasn't talking to no schools for basketball in high school. I started talking to schools for football, and I was really thinking about it, but nah, I couldn't do it.
What position did you play in on football?
Well, my freshman and sophomore year.
ATH?
My freshman and sophomore year, I played quarterback and running back, and then my last 2 years, I played safety, corner, and wide receiver.
Oh God! So you was ATH for real?
Yeah.
You was ATH for real. So, and we can assume that you decided to just stick with basketball because that's what your dad wanted, right? Or no?
Yeah, but at the same token, I wanted that too, because in football, it was like, yeah, I was talented at it. Yeah, I could have went Division I for playing football, but it wasn't something I could see myself doing for the rest of my life, you know? And then it was like, sometimes I have my ups and lows with football. Like sometimes I'd be like, yeah, I'm loving it. But then sometimes I'd be like, it's just for me. Like if I got to question a sport, I feel like it's not for me. I never had to question basketball.
Can you hear me? I want to make sure you can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, all right, cool. All right, so before we wrap it up, man, I'm gonna play a quick commercial real quick because before we get up out of here, and Fabian, I'm gonna bring Fabian back on. Fabian know I do this all the time. I'm gonna let Fabian know, give you some flowers publicly You know what I mean? Before I get into my last segment. But my last segment, Polo, was called The Pit. And the pit be lit. Everybody in the comment section, anybody that's watching it, they get the chance to ask us, specifically the guests, any sports related question on their mind, and you have to answer it truthfully. You feel what I'm saying? Now, obviously, they can't ask you the obvious question, so you know what I mean. We won't bring it up. But yeah, it's just a way. It's just a way, it gives the audience some fun to have. It gives you some fun to have. You know what I mean? To ask some questions, man, and create more content for the show and for yourself. So, you go ahead, and you go ahead, relax for about 20 of them things. I'm about to play a hot commercial real quick. Y'all make sure y'all support my man 76 Eats. I'm wearing this shirt right now. 76 Eats, food blogger extraordinaire. My man Slim Jonathan Daniel doing this thing on the food blogging tip. That man probably got like 10, 11,000 some followers at this point, man. Always doing this thing with the foods and stuff. If y'all like to eat, this is a commercial for you. We'll be right back.
What's up? This is Big Prime from Prime Taco, home of the famous hot Cheeto burger. And if you ain't rocking with 76 Eats, I don't know what's wrong with you.
Shout outs to my man Jonathan Daniel, 76 Eats, man. Once again, before we get into this last segment of the show, make sure if you're in the chat, if you're listening on the playback on Spotify, make sure you follow the Players Pitch Show on Spotify. Make sure you follow the Players Pitch Show on YouTube. Make sure if you're a sports fan and you love talking, debating, and honestly just talking some sports shit, make sure you join the Live at Sports Facebook group that I know, the Players Pit with D-Son, man. Make sure y'all show some love. We got the special YouTube series coming out really, really soon. Yeah, I'm just gonna say, shout out to my shooters, Jonathan Daniel from 76 Eats and Brandon BP Park from eye level to sky level. With that being said, before we get into this bag, Fabian, you back, man. Can y'all see Fabian this time, man? Because y'all said y'all couldn't see all three of us, yo. Somebody talking about they came in right on time. That must be Slim. Can y'all see everybody at the same time? Like, because I want to make sure. I'm going to just assume they can. I'm going to just assume that they can. Fabian, my man, you've been giving your team props all season, bro. Like, every time I talk to you, always made it clear that they are the ones out there playing. They the ones out there putting in the work. And I think that's super duper commendable of you. We got your man's up here, Polo, Damarco Minor up here, man. Any words you want to share with my man while you up here face to face with him live on air?
Polo know what's up, man. Just proud of these guys. They put the work in. I was just saying this, and he know this. I say this all the time. Like, man, Polo got a lot better from where he was to where he is now, just skill-wise, right? Just strictly on the basketball court. You can tell he put a lot into his game. He's in the gym right now doing the interview. He lifted, right. He worked out, he's working out again. So he clearly putting the work in, trying to take his game to another level. So it ain't too much to say. He already know what's up. However I can help, I'm here to help. And but yeah, good head on his shoulders, good support group, and he got a bright future. He'll be playing on somebody's TV. So it ain't too much to say on that end. As far as that guy, he knows what's up, and this is the beginning. Like, this the end of JUCO, but it's the beginning of something else. And he going into something else. He gonna be at the bottom of that, and he gonna have to work his way up into that. And so it's like, it's plenty more steps to go, and there's plenty more work to put in. So that's it, man. He know what he got to do. Just keep going and putting it in.
I want to say something too, though. I ain't gonna lie. Appreciate that, though, Faye. But I appreciate Fave though, like, and I know the more teammates can say this too and agree with this too as well. Cause he the only reason we perfected our craft after practice, and he the only coach that stayed there at night and stayed there to. I mean, almost the police came. I mean, he was there all night and he opened up the gym. He was the only one. He made sure that we was in the gym perfecting our craft, getting up free throws, and that was a part of my success too, being more consistent. And I can get that to Fade for sure because he definitely gave me that access to be better and perfect my craft and have a gym access on a day-to-day basis.
It's called a resource right there, man. Like we all want to be great, man, but it's hard to be great sometimes when you don't. Like some of us can just manifest greatness, right? You know what I mean? Like some of us can just find a way to just make it happen. But some of us, and it's obviously no shame in it because it's the truth for like all of us at some point in time. Some of us also just need that resource to help us be great, whether that's early access in the gym, early access in the weight room, being able to get meal prep or something so I'm not eating chips and gummy worms all you know what I mean? We need the resources to be great, man. We definitely need the resources to be great. Before we get into the pit segment, Polo, I do something with every guest that come on here because like I said, I like to use the Players Pit as a resource and an inspiration for these young athletes out here looking to get into the bag in which that you've been able to accomplish, and seeing that somebody like them, somebody that looks just like them, can achieve all things, which means that they can. So we do this thing at the end, what I also call it VOC, which means vote of confidence. I want you to, if you can tell anybody, the young aspiring athlete, basketball player, football player, no matter what it is, if you could tell them one thing, what they need to do to keep pushing to get to the next level, what would it be?
I would say is worry about your own path. Keep your head down, and eventually that storm gonna run out of rain. So whatever you're going through, all that controversy, it's gonna eventually run out. It's just about when it's gonna run out, but it's gonna run out. So I feel like you keep that mindset and keep perfecting your craft and keep believing in yourself. Believe in yourself. That's key. Believe in yourself. When nobody else believes it, you believe in yourself. When people thinking, they might doubt you, hey, believe in yourself. If you believe in yourself 100%, you're gonna make it out that storm, and you're gonna be successful in your plans. That everything you got in your head, it's gonna eventually unravel.
Absolutely, absolutely. In other words, man, keep it pushing, man. I love that. I gotta press that again real quick because when I do that and I just let it go, that thing will clap for like 37 seconds. So right now, guys, we in the pit segment, man, for the last 2 minutes of the show. The last 2-3 minutes of the show, we on the pit segment. Y'all already know, man. Special guest Polo up here. Y'all get the chance. Fabian did it before, man. I ain't gonna put him to the fire. Put his foot to the fire again. But now y'all could throw Polo in that pit though, man. Any sports related question in the world, man, you gotta answer truthfully, man. Y'all got about 2-3 minutes to get them off. A lot of times I get it popping, Polo, because sometimes they might come in a little slow. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna throw you out. I'm gonna throw you out there early. Who you got winning the finals, man? What we doing?
My favorite player, KD. So like, it's hard to go against KD. It really is. It's hard to go against KD. I'm gonna say Brooklyn, but if I was to, I would say like if I was like an NBA GM and being realistic, I would say Memphis because of how they playing right now.
Oh, Memphis. I'm not mad at that. You think John Morant could get them a chip?
It's not even John Morant. It's
as a team.
They team. They're a basketball team, and that's what
I like it.
That's what some NBA teams missing. Like they got 2 superstars, yeah, but they ain't got no team. Like if them 2 superstars have a bad game, they're losing. If John Morant have a terrible game, they're still winning. So like that's different.
Yeah, I think I saw like something like a stat not too long ago that they like, I don't know, like 9-3, maybe, and I could be exaggerated, but I know they are like 5, 6, maybe even more games than that above 500 when he doesn't play.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? So that definitely that's definitely something. We got one right here. Who's your top 5 NBA players?
I gotta go one.
Definitely. KD.
Gotta go. No. Wait, NBA players all time or just right now?
I'm assuming they just asking right now.
Right now, I give him right now. Right now, I'm gonna say realistically, I don't like LeBron, but I'm gonna be realistic right now.
I figured when you
I really
said you was a KD fan, you ain't
I
like
don't
LeBron.
like LeBron, but I'm gonna be realistic right now. He's a great basketball player. So this is out of order, but this 5. I'm gonna go KD, LeBron. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. Jason Tatum. I'm gonna go Tatum for sure. I'm gonna go. Joel Embiid for the 5. I gotta go with him. He definitely top 5. And I'm gonna throw Giannis in there.
Yeah, Giannis a dog, man. I'm surprised I'm surprised he ain't come out your
How you got Jason Tatum
shit,
over
here we
Steph
go.
Curry, bro? What is you talking about?
I ain't gonna lie, Steph. I mean, Steph a great basketball player. I don't know, bro. I feel like I don't know. I like Arsenal's bags. You know, like Tatum can score 3 levels. Steph Curry can only score in 1 level of the game. He only
I
can
like
shoot
that comment.
threes.
I like that comment though that he like art. He
Well,
like
then
all 3 levels.
Kyrie's
I like
best
that.
then.
I like that. He like bags. I
But
like
that's
that.
Kyrie is definitely the most craftiest basketball player in the league for sure.
Yeah.
But he's not in my top
Yeah.
5 NBA
Yeah.
players because he
Yeah.
don't make the best plays at the right moment.
Yeah.
He don't.
Yeah.
He got all the moves in the world, but hey, when certain situations he might make the wrong mistake. And those guys that I named, they 80% of the time they're making the right play.
Somebody asks, is there anybody he molds his game after? Is anybody that you mold your game after?
That's a good question.
That's a really good question. Who said that, man? Like who said that, man? Do me a favor, man. Like and drop your name because it say Facebook user, man. So I don't know. But yeah. You got the flow, Polo.
I really don't mold my game. I really don't look up to nobody, but I would say like who bags I actually try to grab certain things from. I would say Jason Tatum's Arsenal, like the way he get it to his shot, and I would say athleticism. I try to explore myself as Ja Morant. So it's like a Ja Morant, Jason Tatum type of thing. It's not like just one player. I use both of them, like Jason Tatum's skill ability to get it to his shot and get it to his scoring abilities, and Ja Morant's explosion, how he attacked the rim in certain situations.
Somebody's Kerry Wright said looks like Kerry Wright said Dame Lillard. Dame Killer Dame.
Yeah, I was gonna say Dame. I was gonna say Dame, but he ain't been hooping like he's supposed to lately, so I ain't gonna say him.
These questions is coming in. My man Amo just dropped the bomb in here. He said TTHS versus Marion Catholic, who come out on top if the season wasn't cut short.
Talk about that.
Oh, let's get into it.
Talk about that.
I'm not gonna get into that because that's a whole shoulda, coulda, woulda argument. I'm not gonna get into that. Me and Fave argued the whole year about this.
It's the
man.
I'm not gonna get into
We don't do that, man.
I'm not gonna get into that. All I'm gonna say is we was 33-1 for a reason. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. That's all I'm gonna say. Y'all can talk about all these scout reports y'all had and these I'm just gonna say them 33 teams had the same ideas y'all had.
Hey man, hey D, I told you, man, the Polo now is different now, man. Now if we was going up against this dude right now, we wouldn't have had a shot. But you know, he wasn't like that back then. He was like that. It's my man's, but you know.
Now I can agree with like 100%. That's what I can agree with. I can agree with that. I definitely was probably nowhere near I was right now. But in the same reality, we had a great team. So
yeah.
Okay, all right. So it looks like this is the last one we got here. It says Polo. Growing up with your old man, he was a dog and a hardworking individual. I see it in you as well. Do you feel a mid-major or big major suits you best, or does it matter? That's a good question.
I don't get into that. I feel like wherever I go, I'm gonna make a name for myself. So it's like it don't matter where I go, cause people drew me out the conversation when I went to South Sub. So it's like it really don't matter where you go. It's all about the work ethic you put in the program. So I don't really care about that, cause I know like wherever I go next, I promise you, like y'all gonna hear from me wherever I'm at. So it really don't matter.
I love it, man. I love it. I love it. It looked like we might be done. You know, none of them questions was coming in. Oh yeah, no. I got a question. I got one more before we get up out of it. I got one more. Wait, hold on. Oh, I thought we had something. I got one more. MVP, NBA MVP right now. Who you got?
That's tough. I don't know.
Because I'm asking this because me and my people's been arguing for damn near 2 weeks. Like who it is. Like if you had to guess.
I don't know, but I would. That's hard. It is because there's a lot of
It's
people
tough
hooping
this
right
year.
now.
I
But
think you can
I'm
make
gonna
arguments
go.
for 5 guys.
I'm going to go with Joel Embiid.
Okay.
I am, because no game you're stopping him from getting 10 rebounds and 20 points because he scores on 3 levels at 6'10". And KD does that as well, but KD has nights where he don't get 10 rebounds. Joel Embiid is giving you 20 and 10 every night. Every night. And that's for a 5-man. He making it really hard for these new 5-mans to come into the league because he expanding the game. So I feel like that's MVP worthy for him to be a 5-man having guard skills at a high level.
I have I think it's a 3-man race.
Who you got?
I got no order. Well, yeah, no order.
No order.
Embiid, Jokic, because I think Jokic numbers is ridiculous.
Ridiculous for sure.
Like ridiculous. Embiid, Jokic, and Luka. Luka been going nuts all season. I think it's between those 3. I don't think Giannis.
Giannis, he not gonna get it. Hey,
and Giannis is having a great year.
He shooting threes now. He expanded his game, so I mean,
he becoming a load.
Yeah, he becoming a real force for sure.
Yeah, but I think it's a 3. If one of those 3 win, I'm not mad. You know what I mean? Like I think Embiid might get it though. I think Embiid might get it, but Jokic, man, I don't know how you don't give it to Jokic.
Yeah, I'd be okay with Jokic winning it too, because it's like Jokic and Embiid basically is the same player, if you ask me. Maybe Embiid might be more explosive just a little bit, but Jokic still find a way to get his.
I think you gotta give it to Embiid this year though, because you couldn't get it last year.
And the reason I say you got to give it to Embiid too, he got the same stats, and James Harden just came to play with them.
Yeah,
that is true.
Like you gotta give it to him off that alone right there.
That is true. That is definitely true. I agree with that. I didn't think about that portion of it. That even though James Harden, who dribbles the air out the ball, it hasn't mattered. Like who hasn't mattered. With that being said, man, bro, like this was an amazing experience, man. Like to have you come on, man, like drop some gems, man, as a young guy out here, accomplishing so much already, you know, and you still have a lot of career left. You know what I mean? A lot of career. Like this isn't something that's just over right now. You know, you still got your D1 playing career, and then, you know, God willing, your professional career as well. And judging by how you talk and how your work ethic and things of that nature, you still got that ahead of you too. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, so man, this was great to be able to get you to come on, man. Hopefully we can link again. We still gonna do that one-on-one. I'm gonna call you. Don't worry about it. We gonna make it happen. We gonna do that one-on-one, man, and do something dope, man. But I definitely and Fabian, I appreciate you two as well coming back on and also linking us together, man, to do something dope as well, man.
For sure.
Like this was amazing, man. Like Polo, man, much success to you. Congratulations again on an amazing season. Good luck and congratulations on what you have coming on in the future as far as like your D1 playing career, man, and beyond. Just continue building, man. Continue building, man. And I have no doubt that you don't need me to tell you that. You already know what you need to do.
Sure. I appreciate you though, for sure. I thank you for this opportunity to just have me on here for sure. I know it could have been so many other people.
I wouldn't say so many other people.
I mean, it is. I mean, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, man, it ain't every day you get a national player of the year in the pit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, hey, no diss, man. One of my homies would have been like, hey, man, you know, I'm ready to call. Like, hey, bro, you gotta wait, Chief. Not this week. Not this week, man. I appreciate everybody, man, in the comments. Showing love, saying this was an awesome interview and a fire show. I see y'all, man. Definitely congrats to Polo. It wouldn't have been that fire without the guests, man. It wouldn't have been that fire, man. Like for real. Polo, once again, man, I appreciate you. We'll be in contact. Fabian, once again, we'll be in contact. I still got to get up with you as well, man. I appreciate y'all. Dog.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you.
Appreciate y'all.
All right. Guys, before I wrap it up, I appreciate everybody being in the building, man. I appreciate everybody being in the building, man. Y'all were amazing in the chat per usual. Shout outs to everybody who came in and supported Polo, man. Like that kid has a bright future. Like he really does. If you watch it on the YouTube, what I encourage you to do is to explore the YouTube channel, the Players Pitch Show. You already on it anyway. If you watch it on YouTube, exploring it, subscribe, check out our content I got on there. Check out all the interviews I have on there. A lot of the same type of content in different realms of sports. We like to talk about societal and cultural issues rooted in sports, but we also like to talk. We also like to give our homegrown Chicago athletes or Illinois athletes their flowers too. When they out here doing their thing, they deserve to be recognized for it. They deserve their flowers. Too many of our young men don't get their flowers. Too many of our young men don't get the love that they deserve. And as long as I have a platform, no matter what it is, sports, my nonprofit, being a mentor, whatever, I'm going to always give our young black men their flowers because they deserve it. And that's just the realest shit I can say. Excuse my language. That's just the real though. So with that being said, y'all make sure y'all stay tuned with the Players Pitch Show. We give it up like this. I don't know, Amo, you still here, right? Can I say every week now, man? I've been falling off, man. I only been falling off, y'all, because I got a lot going on, man. I manage 12 different podcasts, bro. Like, you know, I'm a mentor, I'm a nonprofit founder. Like, man, so I'm gonna try to get back consistent with this, man. We'll be back next week. I promise you. Word is bond. We'll be back next week. Y'all be looking out for the 101 series. I'm gonna do one with Polo too. Y'all be looking out for the next installment of the 101 series. Be looking out for the YouTube series. I'm about to play that commercial right now on the way out. Be looking out for the YouTube series, The Players Pit with D-Son. We got some dope episodes of that about to come out. What's the spring break for the CPS? Be looking at like June. It'll be out. It'll be out when I'm out there in Maine doing my thing. Appreciate y'all doing y'all thing. Boy, we don't care. We want that fire every week. I know this is slim. I'm gonna try, man. And I'm gonna try, man. But y'all in the chat who show love to that young man, like I'm gonna just click on names, make sure I give y'all love. Y'all did an amazing job. Y'all keep supporting him. Keep y'all hands on his shoulders. That man got a bright future. That's just the realest of the real. Once again, my name is D-Son. Y'all can tune into the show every Wednesday now. Every Wednesday night, more fire guests, more dope content, more dope perspectives on sports. I really, really appreciate y'all. With that being said, man, be safe. Easter's coming up. Everybody have a happy Easter. Play this commercial whenever I find it. I ain't been on here in so long, y'all. I'm out, man. I appreciate y'all love. Love y'all. I'm out.